starter to the transfer portal. I think retention is the biggest piece. I think that's really important, and that's twofold. And it always starts for me, what can I control? The relationships. And I want to make sure we have great, strong relationships with our players. A lot of times guys are going to choose to stay for less, right? But we also want to be treated fair. And if they have the opportunity to have success, we want to make sure we're able to maximize that opportunity. And that's not just what a school can give a player, it's the recognition a school can create, it's the story that a school can tell. I think Oregon and Texas Tech have both been elite at that. And then it starts at high school recruiting development. You know, our team has a lot of freshmen that are contributing this year, right? A lot of guys that know will make an impact. And I always say, if you're good enough, you're old enough. When you make an impact, you know, I think stepping out into that water of, okay, I'm going to try this again somewhere else. When you know the known, right? You know what exists in Oregon. You know if you work your tail off, you're going to get an opportunity. I think that can be scary. Even if the dollar or the price tag might be somewhere else, the known of being in a program like Oregon, getting the opportunities that you get, that's something you want to take advantage of. And then that's where you hope the relationship matters. And we've had some really mature kids. You know, these guys have to make really mature decisions that I don't know that I could make when I was their age. I know I'd probably screwed up. And, you know, I'd probably have a dorm room full of natural ice if I was 19 years old. But it's changed, right? And these guys handle really, really tough decisions, and they lean on people, and you hope they get really sound advice. But you know what warms your heart is the text message you get from a mom about what you've done for my son, from a high school coach, of how you've created confidence in this kid. You hope all those things pay off, and they're able to make mature decisions that are big boy decisions, right? That a lot of these guys don't get faced with, and sometimes that means making a sacrifice and maybe not making as much as you might somewhere else. Or being able to maximize your value where you're at. And I think we've had a lot of guys that have been able to maximize their value here.